Welcome on into the Sandlot Baseball League 2025 season. It is week 5, game number 2, and it will feature the 2-2 Strikeouts versus the 2-2 Clean Cleats. Let's jump right into the starters. First up for the Strikeouts, leading off playing center field is Mike Trout. At shortstop, batting second, Cal Ripken Jr. Batting third, the catcher, Yadier Molina. In left field, batting fourth, Colton Cowser. At first base, batting fifth, Bryce Harper. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Donovan Solano. In right field, batting seventh, Michael Toglia. Your DH for the Strikeouts is Nicky Lopez. And in the 9-hole, batting second, Mike Gallego. Let's look at the Clean Cleats lineup. First up, in left field, Alex Gordon. At shortstop, Nomar Garciaparra. Batting third, the Gold Glover. At catcher, Joe Mauer. Your DH, Jurickson Profar. At third base, Manny Machado. Batting sixth in right field, Joe Carter. In center, batting seventh, Johan Rojas. At first base, Joey Meneses. And your second baseman in the 9-hole, Al Newman. And let's look at the starters for today. For the Strikeouts, you have Acemando Reynono, or better known around the community as Acemando Reynono. 16 outs, 5 command, a 1-3 mistake pitch, a nat 20 double. Definitely doesn't want to pitch tired with only a 22 home run, no defense, 5 innings. So if he can have the command and roll high, and his compadres on the other side of the field roll low, he can be a dominant pitcher. And on the flip side, we have Louie Varland for the Clean Cleats. 17 outs, only 3 command, 5 innings, 3 defense. So all the numbers you see here will be the same no matter who the batters are. Let's get ready to play ball. This is an important game for everybody involved, as both teams are 2-2. You'd love to be tied at the top of the division at 3-2 following this game. 2-3 is not the worst, but being 3-2 just puts you a little bit ahead of the pack. Both of these teams are looking for continued success. The Strikeouts in their last game beat the Shiny Squad in extras 6-3. The Clean Cleats beat the Base Bandits 5-0. And the Strikeouts are actually on a 2-game winning streak. So that would be big for them. Louie Varland will be the pitcher for the Clean Cleats. And his warm-up pitches are done, and we are ready to play ball. Leading off is Mike Trout, the center fielder. This will be a 3 versus 13. Should see a lot of offense in this one, although I feel like I said that last time, and it didn't really happen until the end when it went to extras. But we got a lead-off mistake pitch here from Louie Varland, and a 17 will be a leadoff double from Mike Trout. And so there is immediate trouble for the Clean Cleats. Now, if we look at the bullpen, the Clean Cleats only have 1 fatigued arm, so Varland can give up. Actually, both these teams, I think because they kind of had some blowout wins towards the end of the last game, actually have a lot of their bullpen available, which is extremely helpful for them. I hope that's right. I'm just going to double check that super quick. Yeah, no, that's right. Both the starters went pretty far, and both, I think some of them pitched tired. I think that's why. So only one, like, decent bullpen on for both teams is actually fatigued, so that's good. Defensively, the Clean Cleats, who are in the field, have an 11 infield, 10 outfield, and a battery of 13. The opposing Strikeouts have a 13 infield, 11 outfield, and a 11 battery. Brings up Cal Ripken, the shortstop. This will be a 3 versus 12. Outfield moves in. And a tie goes to Ripken. And Ripken is going to send a deep fly ball to left field. Going back on it is Alex Gordon. It's going, and that is gone. Home run, Cal Ripken Jr. And the Strikeouts take an early 2-0 lead over the Clean Cleats. That'll bring up Yadier Molina, and I just talked about how the bullpen is not that good, but we still want the quality appearance and still want the pitchers to do well. But again, a 3 versus 12 a lot of the times is going to be tough. Varland does get the advantage there, but Molina will rip that into left field. And that is 3 straight hits given up by Varland. 3 versus 12 as Colton Cowser comes up to the plate. That goes to Cowser, and Cowser's swing is another fly ball. Hard hit out to right field. And that is going to be a double into the gap. And they're going to leave Molina on third with nobody out. So 4 straight hits. Outfield and infield will both be in. 3 versus 11. Varland gets the advantage. Harper's swing. Another pitcher's short hit. Oh my word. This is not good for Varland. Harper goes to first. Molina automatically scores, which will be a 3rd run, so no quality appearance already. They'll hold Cowser at 3rd. All defenses will remain normal for right now. 3 versus 12. Varland is set. He delivers. Advantage Varland. And Solano hits a deep fly ball to right field, or left field, excuse me. Alex Gordon is under it, and he will make the grab. Cowser thinks about tagging up. And he will just stay put, because that's only the first out of the inning. Outfield stays. Infield will come in. Outfield will come in. 3 versus 10 as Michael Toglia comes up. Advantage Varland, and Toglia will swing and miss as that is the 2nd out of the inning. Which brings up the DH Nicky Lopez. All defenses will be regular. 3 versus 11. Varland's pitch. 15 total, and Lopez will swing and hit a ground ball over to the first baseman, Joey Meneses, who picks it up and steps on first for out number 3. So could have been worse for Varland, and could have maybe tug up, but with how Varland was pitching, you never know. So it is, forgot to put that on. So it is 3-0 early on, as the Clean Cleats are now going to have to dig themselves out of a bit of a hole. Five versus 13, as Alex Gordon, the left fielder, comes up. That is advantage Gordon. And Gordon will swing and hit a single out into right field. And that'll be 1 on with nobody out. Now, I know 5 and 3 command doesn't sound like a big difference, but it really truly is. Because 3 versus 12 is almost a 50-50 shot, but you can get away with rolling some 8s and 9s with Reynoso. 5 versus 12, the shortstop Nomar is up. 5 versus 12, and another advantage given up. And another 12, so that'll be back-to-back singles from the Clean Cleats, as they now have 2 on. Outfield will move in. Mauer's a big double play liability. He could bunt, but again, with great power comes great responsibility. Outfield in. 5 versus 14. And advantage Reynoso, and Mauer is going to hit into, well, he's going to hit a ground ball. Gordon goes over to third. Nomar is going to be thrown out at second. This will be a 13 versus 16 on the throw. And that'll be a double play as Mauer hits into it. 2 away here for the DH Profar. You have to let those guys swing. Outfield normal, infield normal. So 5 versus 12. Defenses are normal. Advantage Reynoso, and Profar's swing is a fly ball out to right field where Michael Taglia is under it, makes the grab, and that is the end of the first inning. So back-to-back singles allowed by Reynoso, but no further damage as he's able to get out of it. We head to the top of the second, 3-0 strikeouts. They've really come on as of late. I think they were the one team to go down 0-2 to start the season. So back-to-back wins is big for them. Varland back out there, 3 versus 10 as he faces the second baseman Gallego. He's ready, he delivers, and that'll be advantage by 1. And an 18 will be another pitcher start single given up by Varland. So he's run into some really bad luck. He doesn't have a bad chart. I mean, he's got 17 outs. That's what most normal the big pitchers have, but he's just given up 3 pitcher short singles, which is just wild. Brings up Mike Trout, 3 versus 13. And advantage Trout. And Mike Trout will hit a single into left field, so that'll put 2 guys on with nobody out. Outfield will move in. Varland will face Ripken Jr. for the second time. 3 versus 12. Gave up a home run last time. He'll at least get the advantage this time, and an 8 will be a ground ball. So Gallego will advance to third. Trout's thrown out at second, and this will be an 11 versus 20 on the double play attempt. The throw over to first is not in time. So fielder's choice as Yadier Molina comes up. 1 out. Infield's going to stay normal since the base running of Molina is only a 14. And the outfield will stay normal as well. So defense is all normal. 3 versus 12. Oh, an advantage to Molina. And Molina's swing is a ground ball. Uh-oh. So Ripken's going to be out at second automatically. Gallego will score if they can't turn the double play. This is exactly what you wanted and exactly why they didn't want the infield in. This will be an 11 versus 17 to get the double play, and they'll get it. Great defense from the Clean Cleats to get out of that jam. And Molina will hit a hitter's chart double play to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the second. 3-0 strikeouts. Reynoso comes back out. He'll face the 5, 6, and 7 hole hitters. 5 versus 11 as Machado steps in. Advantage Reynoso, and Machado swings and dribbles one over to the shortstop, who throws it over the first for out number 1. The right fielder Joe Carter up next, 5 versus 11 again. This is the difference between Reynoso and Varland. Like, these would be 3 versus 11, and you feel great about that. Advantage Reynoso. Carter will swing, and he will hit one over to the shortstop, Ripken, who again fires it over to Harper at first, out number 2. Brings up Johan Rojas, 5 versus 10. The pitch from Reynoso is a 22 total, and Rojas will get a pitcher's chart single. So it will not be a 1-2-3 inning for the Clean Cleats. That's got to give them a little bit of hope in life. And what was the battery in 11? So Rojas is going to try to take off for second here. This will be an 11 versus 25. And he will be gunned out going to second, of course. And it's a dirty 1-2-3 inning for Acemando Reynono. Top of the third, it'll be 3-0. Why do you steal there? Well, because with a bad chart like Reynoso has, Meneses could hit a pitcher's chart single. And with the speed of Rojas, it could at least score a run. 3 versus 12 as Varland faces off against Cowser. He's set, he delivers, and that'll be a tie to Cowser. And Cowser will hit another ball into the gap between right and center. And he will be aboard with a leadoff double. Outfield will move in for Bryce Harper. This is a 3 versus 11. Advantage Varland, and Harper will swing and miss for Varland's second strikeout of the game. Outfield remains in, 3 versus 12. Third baseman Donovan Solano is ready. Varland delivers, advantage Solano, and Solano will hit a single into left field. And with the outfield in, it'd be a 10 versus 20. They had this problem last time. They're just going to send Cowser because they want to try to get to Varland. 10 versus 20 on the throw. And he will be safe, and that's another run for the strikeouts. So Solano gets the RBI single there. That'll drop Varland down an inning, which is not good for him. He's now down to 4 innings, so depending on what the Clean Cleats do, he might need to pitch tired. Because the Clean Cleats are going to have to pitch all the way to the 9th inning. Three versus 10 as the right fielder Taglia is ready. And Varland will get the advantage there. Taglia will hit a ground ball. And Solano will be out at second. It'll be a 11 versus 23 on the throw for the double play, and not in time as Taglia will be aboard with the pitcher's fielder's choice. 2 outs for Nicky Lopez, the DH. 3 versus 11, and advantage Varland. And Lopez will hit a ground ball over to the second baseman, Al Newman, who chucks it over to Meneses for out number 3. So the Clean Cleats are really in a hole here as they're down 4-0. Not game over by any stretch of the imagination. But with their pitching situation, it's not looking so hot. Acemando Reynono will face off against Joey Meneses, 5 versus 11. Almost a mistake pitch there, but Acemando will hang on for the advantage, and Meneses will hit a single off the pitcher's chart for a leadoff single, which brings up Al Newman, 5 versus 10. No bunting here. And advantage barely to Acemando, and oh boy, here we go again. Meneses thrown out at second. This will be a 13 versus 20. And the throw is a 9, and that'll be a double play. So maybe he should have bunted, but who knows, as Newman gets out on the double play. 5 versus 13 as it brings up the leadoff man, Alex Gordon. Advantage Armando, and Alex Gordon hits a line drive straight back to Armando, who hangs on for out number 3. And he gets another dirty 1-2-3. Our Acemando Reynono is really cleaning up here. Clean Cleats just can't do anything. So far, both pitchers have gone 3 innings. Varland has allowed 9 hits, 4 of them for extra bases, and allowed 4 runs, struck out 2, whereas Reynono has gone 3 innings, allowed 4 hits, all singles, no walks, no strikeouts, or anything special there. Varland comes out for the top of the 4th. It is 4-0. Faces a 9-hole hitter, Gallego. 3 versus 10. That will be a mistake. And Gallego will hit a single on the mistake pitch to lead off the inning. As Varland will now be on his 3rd time through the order, facing Mike Trout. 3 versus 13. He's set. He delivers another mistake pitch. It's almost like Varland can feel the end looming for him. And a 16 will be a double for Trout. And will they send Gallego home? Why not? It would be a 10 versus 20 on the throw, and safe. So an RBI double for Mike Trout, and this is turning into a rout, which means they might just let Varland kind of endure a couple painful innings here. 5-0 now. Outfield moves in. 3 versus 12. Ripken steps up. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run in the 1st. Advantage Varland. Ripken will hit a ground ball. They look back Trout. He'll stay on 2nd and throw Ripken out at 1st for out number 1. Outfield stays in. It is a 3 versus 12. Molina is 1 for 2. And advantage Molina, and an 8 will be a single for Molina, and they're going to send Trout, because even with the outfield in, it's 10 versus 25. The throw goes home, and it's not even close to being out, and that's another run for the strikeouts. It is now 6-0. Still only 1 away as Cowser comes up to the plate again. He's 2 for 2 today with 2 doubles, 3 versus 12. Defense is normal now with no one on. Tie goes to Cowser. Will he get another 19? He will not. It'll just be a single. Which brings up Bryce Harper. Outfield stays. Outfield can come in. That's fine. 3 versus 11. Harper is 1 for 2. Ooh, advantage Varland, and a 9 for Harper will be a ground ball, so Molina will be safe at 3rd. Cowser gets thrown out at 2nd. And this will be a 11 versus 22 on the throw. 50-50 shot. Can they make one defensive throw? They cannot. Harper will be safe at 1st on the fielder's choice. 2 outs now for the 3rd baseman, Solano. He is 1 for 2. And defenses are all just going to be normal with 2 outs, 3 versus 12, just in case they get a batter chart out. And advantage Solano. And Solano with the 17 will hit a single. So Molina comes in to score. It is now 7-0. And this is a bloodbath. Toglia comes up Outfield comes in. Infield normal. Toglia is 0 for 2. 3 versus 10. The pitch. Advantage Varland, and Toglia will hit into or make contact. It's a ground ball. It'll be out number 3 for him. And Louie Varland will technically be done after that inning, but he might need to pitch tired a couple to get this game moving, as it is now 7-0 strikeouts. Who would have thought? I did. Armando comes out to face Garcia Parra, Mauer, and Profar. 5 versus 12. The pitch from Armando is plenty high, but a 19 from Nomar is going to be a single into left field, and he gets a leadoff single. Here we are again with a 5 versus 14. Hopefully Mauer doesn't hit into a double play again. Well, it's his advantage, and Mauer has had a lot of struggles on his own chart this season, but a 16 will be a single. So back-to-back singles, very reminiscent of the first inning. Outfield will move in. 5 versus 12 for the DH Profar. And advantage Reynono, and a 3 will be a ground ball. Oh boy. So Nomar's safe at third. Mauer's thrown out. This will be a 13 versus 20 on the double play attempt. And a perfect throw, and Profar is gunned out on the double play. 2 outs. All defenses are normal, bringing up Manny Machado. 5 versus 11. Advantage Machado, and why not? A 4 for Machado, which is a fly ball popped up to the shortstop for out number 3. And the Clean Cleats woes just continue. And this will bring us to the top of the 5th inning. Varland's going to come out and pitch tired, which means that his command goes down by 1, and the opposition will get the power die every time. He's going to have to at least pitch one more inning after this. So this will be a 2 versus 11. And advantage either way to Lopez. A 9 will be a walk. So a leadoff walk allowed. 2 versus 10. Advantage Gallego. 17's a single, and oh man, he can't even get the lowest guys out right now. 2 versus 13. Trout is 3 for 3 today, 2 doubles and a single. Mistake pitch, which is Trout's 3rd mistake pitch he'll see today. And Trout will hit a deep fly ball to left field. That ball is out of here. A 3-run home run by Mike Trout, and Varland is just reeling. This might get ugly. Oh, not that it might. It is ugly. Varland is down to 1 command. He's just going to finish out as much as he can. So 1 versus 12. It's 10-0, so it doesn't really matter. Another mistake pitch. And that is a deep fly ball to left field. That ball is out of here. The strikeouts on offense can just do nothing wrong. As that is another home run allowed by Varland. Whoa. 1 versus 12 as Molina is up. And advantage Molina. And a 13 is a single. Varland can't even get an advantage here, which I know it's hard with a 1 versus, but 1 versus 12. Come on. Nope, another mistake pitch. These would have all been terrible anyway. 15 is a single. We're going to have to go to more innings here. 1 versus 11. Yes, Varland finally gets the advantage, but Harper's swing is a 7, which I know that's a ground ball. So Molina's safe on third. Cowser's going to be thrown out. This will be a 11 versus 22 on the double play throw, and safe at first for the fielder's choice. Bringing up Solano, 1 versus 12. All defenses normal. And another advantage given up. Solano's swing is not a swing, but it is a walk to load the bases. Second walk allowed. We're going to need to expand here. Give me 1 moment. To expand the 5th inning because they're about to bat all the way around and it's only been 1 out. Michael Toglia, everything's normal. 1 versus 10. Can he get Toglia? Well, he at least gets the advantage. Watch a 24. 3! Swing and miss. Toglia's struggles continue at the plate as that is out number 2. Which brings up the guy who led off the inning, Nicky Lopez, 1 versus 11. Everything will be normal. Advantage Lopez. And a 10 is another walk. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oops, I hit home run. Not what I meant to do. That is the 3rd. Oops. So Molina just came in to score. Sorry, it's really hard to see both these things. So it should be 12-0, I believe, on that walk. All right, come on. Get Gallego here. Get Gallego. Varland is just rolling now. He's at command 0, so no matter what, this has to be his last inning. So versus 10, and he does get the 19. Come on, get it out here. 10. A ground ball will end that inning. Holy smokes. Just absolutely brutal. I'm not really sure what they are going to do, because they will have to pitch one of their arms tired, maybe? Oh no, they'll just have to pitch everybody though, which is not the end of the world, but it is 12-0 as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning. We didn't really see too many blowouts, and then the last couple games it's been like really big blowouts. 5 versus 11 for Joe Carter, and he will get the advantage. He does have a lot of outs on his chart. Can he get something going? He will. That is a single for Carter, a leadoff single, which brings up Rojas. 5 versus 10. Armando's pitch will be a 14 total. Rojas will hit a smoking line drive to the shortstop for out number 1. Joey Meneses up next. 5 versus 11. Advantage Reynono. And a 15 will be a fly ball out to left field. And Cowser's under it. He'll hang on for the routine grab for out number 2. The 9-hole hitter Al Newman up next. 5 versus 10. Advantage Reynono. And another fly ball. So it's not a 1-2-3 inning, but it might as well can be, as Acemando will get the quality appearance, which will bump him up another inning. And the bullpen for the Clean Cleats, maybe they'll just throw some junky guys. Sure, why not? Throw some garbage in there. Let's throw Dave Otto in there. Might as well throw some punts. And if you're seeing the scoreboard and you're saying top of the 6th, 12-0, Is that correct? You would be right. And unfortunately, we're going to have to go to a lot of punts, probably for both teams, because I can't imagine they'll squander many arms. Even though the aces for both teams will be going up next game, you want fresh bullpens always, whenever you can. 2 versus 11. Otto's pitch will be a 15 total. And Trout will get a 13. That will be a ground ball, actually, on Otto's chart for out number 1. Watch Otto go 1, 2, 3 here. How funny would that be? 2 versus 12. That's actually the first time Trout has gotten out. He was 4 for 4 at that point. Ripken is 2 for 4, 2 home runs. This will be a 2 versus 12. And Ripken will get another advantage, and Ripken will literally rip this ball into the left center gap for a double. Sheesh. Outfield will move in. 2 versus 13. The pitch from Otto goes to Molina, and Molina will get a single. They'll hold Ripken at third to bring up Cowser. This will be a 1 versus 10. Outfield in. Infield normal. Actually, everything will just be normal. Advantage Cowser, and Cowser will hit a ground ball, actually. So Molina out at second for 1 out. This will be an 11 versus 23 on the double play attempt. Not in time. The Clean Cleats defense has been literal garbage. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting home run when I mean to hit run. Hitters, ground ball. Nope, hitters, ground ball. Nope, it should be a hitters field choice. So it should be 13-0. Sorry about that. I just keep seeing the +1. And I'm like, oh yeah, choose that one. 2 outs. 13-0. 21 hits for the strikeouts. This is a 1 versus 12. And not a mistake pitch, but advantage Harper. Harper will punish that ball into right field for a single. 2 on now for Solano. This will be a 2 versus 14. Solano is 2 for 3. 2 versus 14. Ooh, advantage Otto. And a 9 will be a ground ball for out number 3. So, good job, Otto. Get to the bottom of the 6th. It is 13-0 strikeouts. I think our biggest one was 18-3. So far, Reynono comes out for probably his last inning. He might pitch tired a little bit. We'll see. He will face off against the top of the order. Gordon is 1 for 2. 5 versus 13. Another advantage for Armando. And another out for the Clean Cleats as he rolls that over to the first baseman, Harper, who casually picks it up, steps on first, 1 away. 5 versus 12. Nomar is 2 for 2. Advantage Reynoso again, and another ground ball, this time over to the shortstop, Ripken, who fires it over for out number 2. Mauer is 1 for 2 today, 5 versus 14, and another advantage. And that is a deep fly ball to right field. Going back on it is Toglia, who will make the grab, and Armando goes 1, 2, 3 through the order. Goodness gracious. This is insane. He's allowed only 5 advantages and 7 hits total. Top of the 7th, and what do the They're just going to turn to Walter Beal. They're just going to throw all the punts out there, and might as well. They're going to have to throw one normal arm, I think, unless they let one of those guys go really tired. But Toglia is 0 for 4. He has been brutal this season, which is a shame because he has a lot of extra base hit potential, especially against lefties. I just feel like he didn't. I think he got out on his own chart a lot, but he doesn't even get advantages. No advantages today. At least I don't think. He might have got one in the 5th inning. The strikeouts have scored in all but the 2nd inning, and that was on a Molina hitter chart double play, where they probably would have scored more. Those 2 guys are on. This will be a 4 versus 10. Beal is set. He delivers. Will get the advantage. Toglia will get a fly ball. He is 0 for 5. At least that I can remember. 4 versus 11. Nicky Lopez is up. 15 total. Lopez swings, and that will be a ground ball over to the right side. Second baseman Newman throws it over to first. Meneses snags it for out number 2. This will be a 1 versus 10. Advantage Beal. Can he go 1, 2, 3? He does. And man, these guys are getting the job done. These punt pitchers. It's kind of unreal. So Beal sets him down 1, 2, 3. Now, does Reynono just keep pitching? He will. Let him go, man. Why not? It's 13-0, right? So the Clean Cleats will get the power die every time. His command is knocked down 4, so this will be 4 versus 12. Doesn't matter. Reynono with the advantage. And an 8 is a line drive. That'll be out number 1. As Machado comes up, he's over 2. 4 versus 11. Advantage Reynoso yet again. 15's a fly ball. Man, if he goes 1, 2, 3 again, this will be insane. 4 versus 11. Will he give up an advantage for once? He will. So finally an advantage for the Clean Cleats. A 10 is a walk. That is his first walk allowed today, as it brings up Rojas. 4 versus 10. Rojas is 1 for 2. 4 versus 10. Back-to-back advantages. What will Rojas do with the power die swing? It is a 1, so that is a strikeout for out number 3. And Reynoso just keeps these batters guessing, as they just have no chance. And it will bring up the top of the lineup for the strikeouts, as we are in the top of the 8th inning. It is 13-0. And might as well throw one pitcher in here. That's decent. Let's just throw Trevor in there. Trevor Rosenthal will make an appearance, the right-handed pitcher. He's got a 4 command, 18 outs. That way Cajun can hopefully pitch the 9th against more lefties. Alright, we're good. 4, I don't need the power back anymore. 4 versus 13. Trout is 4 for 5 today. Advantage Rosenthal, and an 8 is a ground ball. 1 away. You have to imagine the strikeouts are probably just coasting at this point, knowing they're up by 13 runs. 4 versus 12. That'll be an 11, so advantage Ripken, but Ripken will hit a ground ball in his own chart for out number 2. 2 away here for Yadier Molina. Molina is 4 for 5. 4 versus 12. Advantage Molina. And he will get another batter shard out on his own chart for out number 3. So Rosenthal sets him down 1, 2, 3. But again, gave up 2 advantages. The strikeouts seem like they are just ready to get home. Bottom of the 8th, 13-0 still. Reynoso will go out for another tired inning. 3 command for him now. 3 versus 11 against Meneses. And advantage Meneses, who will get the power die swing. And it is a 7. I'll slide that back over here, which is a fly ball in his own chart, out number 1. I'll pop that up to the third baseman. Can't catch any breaks. 3 versus 10. Second baseman Al Newman. Advantage Newman. Come on, get 1. Jeez. Out number 2 is a line drive. And Armando might go for the complete game shutout here. 3 versus 13. Gordon is 1 for 3. There we go. Advantage for Gordon. And that is a 21, which is a home run. So finally they get to Reynoso. But who cares? 1 run. He's going to stay in. 3 versus 12. Mistake pitch either way for whoever was there. And a 24. That is a deep fly ball to left field. So back-to-back home runs given up now by Reynoso. As Nomar continues his decent day of batting at least. He is 3 for 4. All this on 2 outs. 3 versus 14. Another mistake pitch. Mauer's swing is a 17, which is only a single. So that'll be a 2-out single for the DH Profar. 3 versus 12. Advantage Reynono. And a 6 will be a ground ball to end the inning. And Armando does give up 2. That's okay. We go to the top of the 9th, where Larry Cajun will come in for the Clean Cleats. He's just trying to get these guys home at this point. Hopefully he can get 3 outs. That would be helpful. He will face back-to-back lefties in Kowser and Harper. No power die needed here. Don't need to go over Cajun's numbers since it's a pretty big blowout at this point. 4 versus 10. Cajun's pitch is a mistake. So I said we didn't need the power die. Well, that's a lie. There's the power die swing from Kowser. And he will just barely get on first with a mistake pitch walk. 4 versus 12 as he faces off against Harper. Mistake pitch. Oh boy. 19. That ball is out of here. And Harper with the 2-run home run off of Cajun. The strikeouts can just literally do nothing wrong today. They are just blowing the doors off. They're going to go for a season high score potentially. It is 15-2. This is now a 1 versus 14. Cajun's pitch mistake. 3 mistake pitches in a row, and Solano sends that one to deep left field. That ball is out of here. Oh my gosh, this is absolute insanity. I like keeping the power die roll here. 1 versus 12. No outs. Oh my gosh. Another mistake. Come on, Toglia. Do something here, buddy. That is a home run. Toglia with 3 home runs in a row, and they push Cajun to tired. He's just going to go. I'm not sure if he's allowed to do this, but at this rate, it's 17-2. 0 versus, can he use his hand in this even? I don't even know. Sure. 3 versus 8. Doesn't matter. Mistake pitch. 4 in a row. 7. That is a walk. Zero versus 8. The pitch. Mistake. Why not? 18. Single. 2 on. Nobody out. Man, you just don't really want to waste. You don't want to waste. Dude, 6 mistake pitches in a row is not the vibe. 0 versus 11. Come on. Yes, he gets the advantage. But he gets the power die swing no matter what. And a 22 is a double. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Lopez comes in to score. Outfield would have been in. They'll send him anyway. 10 versus 20. Doesn't matter because they can't get jack squat. Another run. Trout is just having an unbelievable day. Alright, they're just going to go to the bullpen. There's no outs. They can't let Cajun stay in this game. Oh, sorry about that. Little camera malfunction. It's a shame they're going to have to go to a normal bullpen arm. That's a stack. Trying to at least keep the 2 big guns out of there. Danny Young. 18 outs, 19 walk. 4 command. Come on, let's end this, please. 4 versus 12. Oh my word, a mistake pitch. This is just absolutely bonkers. Oh my gosh. I was kind of joking when I said they're going to go for like the... They're going to go for the record, and they just got the record. 2-run home run for Ripken. Oh my gosh, there's still no outs. Oh, those would go to Cajun though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. R5 maybe? Let me just see if that works. So, bullpen. That makes sense, right? 7, 19. Yeah. Sure. Doesn't really matter. Okay. 4 versus 13. Holy smokes. This like last 2 innings has just been insane. Molina's swing, please. Anything. Okay, perfect. Strikeout. Not to sound like a Debbie Downer, but that was the first out of this inning. And Cows are let off, so 4 versus 10. Advantage Young, and a swing from Cowser is a ground ball for out number 2. And come on, let's finish this off, Young. 4 versus 12. Not a mistake, but advantage Harper. Harper with a 17, that is a double. Harper continuing his nice day, but at this rate, everyone on this team has had a nice day. 4 versus 14. Outfield in. Come on. 14 is a line drive to end the inning, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. It is 20. Should be 21, I believe. think it should be 21. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my word, I can't even see. There's a missing run somewhere. That's why. Okay, it's because I was missing a run. Happens when people score a bajillion runs, you know? Okay, Young, Solano, Harper, Armando comes out. He's going for the complete game. Who cares? Power die every time. This should be now a 2 versus 11. Mistake pitch either way. 5, guess what? That's an out on his own chart. Fly ball. Can't do anything right. 2 versus 11 for Joe Carter. Perfect pitch. Don't need to roll that because I should be rolling the power die. And 11, man, I can't roll high for these guys whatsoever. 2 outs. Last opportunity. 2 versus 10. Can Armando close it out? A strikeout. Perfect way to end this game. And ladies and gentlemen, that game is past us. Holy smokes. What a brutal, brutal game that was. Like, I thought the 18-3 one was bad. The clean cleats they just couldn't really do anything. They didn't have a ton of opportunities, and when they did, they hit into double plays. Maurer had, oh wait, Maurer had that one. That was pretty bad. And as we recap this game, we're going to see the numbers for the Strikeouts, who are now on a 3-game winning streak, shoot through the roof as they go off. We're going to need some players of the game. We're going to need some winners and losers. Let's see who those are. The winners and losers are going to be very straightforward. Player of the game is also going to be pretty straightforward. Can't imagine you'll have any issues guessing who that is. Oh my word. There's some insane... I don't think I've ever seen that. Wow. Actually, we should have a double. Should almost have a double player of the game. Why is that on here? Oops. All right. And as we conclude this one, we have a final of 21-2. The Strikeouts win in kind of a blowout fashion, and it really wasn't close even from the jump. As we recap this one, Ripken hits a 2-run home run. They got 5 hits in a row to lead off the game. 3-0, and it was kind of close. It was 4-0 after the third. And then the 4th inning made it 7-0, which at that point you're kind of like, okay, it's not impossible to come back. And then all of a sudden, all chaos is just unleashed, and they explode for 5 runs. They explode for 5 runs in the 5th. And it's kind of just like a no looking back kind of situation. Sorry, just messing around here with some of these. I don't know why some of these are spaced out there. Perfect, no save. So there you have it. Player of the game is Mike Trout. He was 5 for 7, a 714 hitting percentage, 3 doubles, a home run, and 6 RBI. Ripken was a close second, as Ripken was 4 for 7. He had 3 home runs and 5 RBIs. So that's the only reason we didn't give it to him. A little less RBI. But, man, I can't. 21-2. Shout out Acemando Reynono, though, for going 9 innings on his complete game. Like, that's pretty cool. That deserves kind of a shout out. But yeah, the standings now are going to be a little bit tighter. And look out for the strikeouts. So they have now won 3 in a row. And the next game will feature the Shiny Squad versus the Base Bandits. Nope, the Broad Street Bats. Versus the Broad Street Bats. As we look at the standings, we now have 3 teams at 3 and 2. The Strikeouts will actually be in first place because of the run differential now. They're plus 17 after that. The Base Bandits and Bash Bros are also both 3 and 2, but both with a -7. The Broad Street Bats are 2 and 2. Clean Cleats are now 2 and 3, and the Shiny Squad are 1 and 3. So the Shiny Squad could be 2 and 3, as well as the Broad Street Bats and Clean Cleats, or we could have a 4-way 3 and 2 record. Still very early on. After next game, we will actually be looking to kind of go over some statistics for the teams, as they will then be a third of the way through the season. Thought it would be kind of fun to go through that after the next game. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.